I hear a
coming
lot
up.
of black people saying that, and I wonder why they think that white people are superior to them, because I hear a lot of black people calling white people white supremacists, and in my mind, it sounds like they believe that white people are superior to them.
This is not the conversation I thought we were having today, and I feel very uncomfortable.
No, I'm just following about something to get an understanding from you.
Yeah, but I feel uncomfortable. Like, this tape's going to go out in the world, and some of these things that we're saying don't make me feel comfortable at all.
But you write about them and you talk about them, so I just want a better understanding, because I'm black and slow. A lot of things I just don't understand. That's all.
I don't feel comfortable. I'd like our producer, whoever that is, to pause tape.
So before you run, can I ask you
I'm
about
not
some
running, I'm
other
just
part?
done. No.
Before you run, can I ask you about some other part of your book?
Not today.
Amazing.
And whoever plays this, cuts it up. If I see it in the world without having to approve it, I'm not going to be happy.
No, we're not going to cut it up. You got to work. We're presented as is.
We're not going to present, we're not going to play this tape anywhere.
You might not be able to play it, but I'm playing it.
No, you're not going to play it.
Yes, I am going to play it. Can you define white supremacy for me? Because I don't know what that means.
Yes, you do.
What does it mean?
Don't you?
No, I really don't. Because I hear a lot of black people saying that, and I wonder why they think that white people are superior to them, because I hear a lot of black people calling white people white supremacists, and in my mind, it sounds like they believe that white people are superior to them.
Well, that's not what it means.
What does it mean then?
It means that since the founding of the nation, Thomas Jefferson wrote a paper called Notes on the State of Virginia. And in that paper, he was trying to convince Paris to come to this nation. And he described blacks as not as beautiful as whites, not as emotional as whites, not as loving as whites. And he began a trajectory of pseudoscience that sought to prove that white people, white skulls, white beauty, white language, white everything was better than blacks or indigenous. And that's the beginning of white supremacy. And that's what it means.
That's why.
It doesn't mean that I, as a black person, think the white people are superior. It means
why would you use that word, the white supremacy? It implies that you believe that.
No, it doesn't imply. Can we stop for a minute?
Yes.
This is not the conversation I thought we were having today, and I feel very uncomfortable.
No, I'm just following about something to get an understanding from you.
Yeah, but I feel uncomfortable. Like, this tape's going to go out in the world, and some of these things that we're saying don't make me feel comfortable at all.
But you write about them and you talk about them, so I just want a better understanding, because I'm black and slow. A lot of things I just don't understand. That's all.
I don't feel comfortable.
All right, relax. We're doing fine.
No, I know I'm doing fine. I'm saying I don't feel comfortable.
Oh, but relax.
So I'd like our producer, whoever that is, to pause tape. I'm not going to do this interview right now. It doesn't feel comfortable to me.
But all I'm doing is following up on what you have said to get an understanding why you feel so uncomfortable.
Because it doesn't feel like we're having a conversation. It feels like it doesn't feel like we're having a conversation. And I feel uncomfortable that when we put this in the world, it might not be clear what my point of view is.
No, you're very clear.
My point of view is not that white people are superior to me. My point of view was not that I'm afraid of black people in Chicago, and that's why I moved. So far, there's 3 or 4 things that feel to me like we're not having a good understanding. And I'm not kidding. I'm not talking anymore until they stop the tape and we take a break.
Well, relax. We'll just, and see if you still feel uncomfortable. Let me know, all right?
I'm not going to do this right now. I'm always grateful to come and talk to people about new ideas, and it's lovely to talk about my book. But this conversation does not feel comfortable. And to start a half hour late and for it not to be comfortable feels to me like it's not supposed to happen today.
Oh, so are you saying that you don't want to?
I'm saying I'm done today.
Oh,
I think I said it 3 times now. I'm not talking today about this. If we want to try again, we can. I can send you questions that make me feel comfortable. So far, it's, am I afraid of black people? Nope. So far as do I think white people are superior? Nope. So far, it doesn't feel like a good conversation.
I'm a little surprised to hear you say that because you said that one of the problem with culture is that, and Republicans and Democrats, that they don't sit and agree and disagree and talk about things anymore. You
Right.
said that they tend not to do that, and look like you're about to do the same thing.
I'm about to stop talking because I could go to any room in the world, any room in the country, any room. I also get to have the ferocious courage to say, I'm not comfortable. So I'm not comfortable right now.
I know, but
And
you're not
and
showing ferocious courage by running.
I'm not running. I'm just not comfortable. And I'm not
What
going
does
to do it
that
right
mean?
now.
You're not comfortable. I don't know what it means.
I think you know what it means. I think it means that I'm not comfortable. It doesn't feel like it's a good dialogue this moment, and I would like to pause. We can try it again another time. I'd like that, but I can't do it right now. It doesn't feel comfortable to do it right now.
Amazing.
Like the product isn't going to represent what I'm trying to say. It doesn't feel that way.
But you're clearly saying what you're trying to say, and I'm just getting a better understanding to understand, because
I
you're
think
helping me to understand the culture better.
if we're going to do it again, then I would send questions that help you know, like culture. What do I mean by white supremacy? What are the terms that I'm trying to use? And what's the message I'm trying to put in the world? I'm trying to put in the world a message of ferocious courage that allows for good conversations. And I'm also a human, and I'm saying this conversation doesn't feel to me like it's going how I would like it to go.
So
And
before
get
you
to stop
run,
that.
can I ask you
I'm
about
not
some
running, I'm
other
just
part?
done. No.
Before you run, can I ask you about some other part of your book?
Not today.
Amazing.
I know. I just can't do it today. It doesn't feel right.
So you want me to ask only what you want me to ask, what you want to talk
No,
about?
I want to have a dialogue.
That's what we're doing.
It doesn't, Jesse Lee, I'm not going to talk more right now about it. I don't feel like it's going well, and I would like to stop.
Well,
if
can
you'd
we
like
at
to
least
try-
talk about you being a minister and what that like for you?
I'm a minister and I'm an activist, and I'm standing up for myself right now and saying this doesn't feel comfortable.
What made you decide to become a minister?
I had 1 hour scheduled for this, and it's 3 minutes to 1 hour now. So it feels like it's not going to go as well as you or I would like, and I'd like us to pause and see if we can get it on the calendar again. That's what I'd like to do.
Well, I can't force you to stay, of course. I am a little surprised that you're running, but
That you're saying I'm running is exactly why I'm not going to talk, because you are putting a meaning on that is not true for me. I'm not
running
running.
mean that
I'm
you
just
have
done.
to leave, right? You're going to leave.
I'm saying I'm done. I'm saying I scheduled this from 3 to 4. It's 3:58. I'm finished for today. That's not running. That's being finished. There's a connotation to running that doesn't feel comfortable. That's not what I'm doing. It's not going well. We're going to stop.
Can I at least ask you one more question before you go?
It depends on what it is.
About Obama. You mentioned Obama earlier. Can I ask you something about him?
We'll see. Go ahead. I'll ask it. We'll see if I'm going to answer it.
You said that you mentioned something about the president starting an insurrection, causing an insurrection. And I want to know, were you surprised when Obama caused the insurrection by using Black Lives Matter?
Insurrection. Obama didn't cause an insurrection.
But when you said...
I was talking about Trump.
Oh, you talking about Donald Trump? Oh, I thought you meant Barack Obama. Remember when Black Lives Matter was chanting?
I'm seriously, this is exactly what I'm talking about.
What do you
Whatever
mean?
this is not what we're doing. I did not imply that the President Obama had an insurrection.
Oh, I thought when you
That's
said
you
the
saying
president...
that. No, you didn't think that.
Yes, I did. I was thinking about when Black Lives Matter was chanting.
I'm really sorry that I'm going to go, but I really am going to go. And whoever plays this, cuts it up. If I see it in the world without having to approve it, I'm not going to be happy.
No, we're not going to cut it up. You got to work. We'll present it as is.
We're not going to present, we're not going to play this tape anywhere.
You might not be able to play it, but I'm playing it.
No, you're not going to play it.
Yes, I am going to play it.
As well.
I'm sorry?
Why are you going to play something that didn't go well?
It's not. I mean, it's going well as far as I'm concerned. I thought we were having an amazing dialogue. I didn't expect you to
we're
run.
You're not having an amazing dialogue. You are misinterpreting what I'm saying.
I'm not interpreting at all. I'm just asking questions.
On purpose.
I'm just asking questions.
Beautiful people in the world, if you hear this, I'm Jackie Lewis. I'd love to talk with you later.
She ran. What the? That was Reverend Dr. Jackie Lewis senior minister of Middle Collegiate Church in New York City. And really, y'all heard the interview? I was just asking about her book, asking about white supremacy, why they think white people are superior to them, and things like. And she was saying exactly what she wanted to say about Donald Trump and everybody else, to be honest. But I'm a little surprised because I thought when she mentioned the Republicans and the Democrats can't get together, and we used to be able to talk, I was expecting her to talk. I really was. What the? But she put her tail between her legs and she's gone. Ain't no use to pray of her no more. She gone.